Hey, hello, hello, hello. Thank you for checking in. It's Tuesday, and hopefully we have a working connection today. I am live on YouTube and Google Hangouts simultaneously. Still having trouble, the same trouble that I've had since Friday. I'm not sure what changed, but hopefully it's working better for everybody else. How's everybody doing? Can you hear and see okay? Is anyone having any trouble? Hello, Philip. YouTube has just started. That's how long the lag is. So if you can watch on YouTube or Google Hangouts, there's a lag of about a minute on YouTube. And okay, good. Linda, can everyone so far? Yesterday, nobody could hear, nobody could see. People were getting kicked out. I don't know why. Wait, why did it just stopped on? Did it stop? I don't know if I just lost my connection or if it stopped. Oh, woohoo, Philip! Wow, good for you. I don't know if it stopped just on my end or for everybody. Hi, T-Sis. Hello. Let me say hello to everybody. Oops. Oh, okay, it's only stopped for me then. I've lost my picture on YouTube, but Philip says he can still hear watching it. So, okay. All right, good, good. Wait, I did that wrong. Really? All right, hello. I can see who's here. Hello, Allure Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and Philip, Sam and St. Clinton and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and and N1QOV and Joe Barney and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover. Thank you for checking in. Great to see you. Hello. 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 All right. So it's so weird because the picture totally went out for me, but it still says I'm moving. I just lost my picture. Okay. No worries. Exactly, Laura. Just keeps calling us users. Woohoo! So good to see everybody. So I feel like it's working today. I'm still having to go in the other direction, but it seems like it's at least working. I don't know what, something reconfigured on Google, and I didn't do anything, but something's changed, and my system is not like configuring how it used to. I don't know why or what. Yes, I'm still going through I'm going through Google Chrome instead of just signing on through on my regular YouTube. I have to like go in and go like through hoops. Yes, Philip, I can read your text. And Philip, woohoo, congratulations, sober since April, early April. Good for you. Woohoo, good for you. It's hard to give up the things we've become addicted to. I have to say I do have my own addictions. I have a problem with sugar. Sometimes I can go a whole week. Sometimes I can only go a day, and I get headaches, and I start to get twitchy. I'm like an addict. I need some candy. That's wrong. There's something wrong with me. I read an article yesterday that might be a sign for parasites. So now not only do I need sugar, but I'm completely paranoid that I'm full of parasites and they're going to take me over like some sort of Star Trek thing. Yes. So it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day here in California. I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling slightly idiotic though because I'm all excited to go to my friend Damien's premiere tonight, and then I realized I completely read the invitation wrong. It's next month on the 28th. It's 5/28, not 4/28. So I was like, oh, duh. Really glad I didn't go. Oh, wow, that sounds like a lot, Allura. Wait, wait, is it a sign of me being a 5-year-old? Wait, what? No, it's not my fault I need candy. There's a parasite that's controlling me. There's like a little like man, a little parasite in my head, and he's got like one of those like those levers for like heavy machinery, and they're like get some candy. Last night I heard a noise. Guys, I'm totally freaked out. I think I need to move. Last night I heard a noise, like something was in my backyard, and it was like 1 in the morning. I turned on the light, the backyard light, and I looked outside, and I saw a freaking rat running up my tree, running up the bougainvillea tree. Like, I turned the light on, it was like, woo, running up the tree and out of my yard, and I was like, oh, it's on my, yeah, oh. Are climbing up my trees to get in my yard. And I think they're smart rats. I think they're smart rats because this rat, I think there's an old book called The Island of Nim. I think that's what it was, where they like do experiments on rats and make them super smart, and then the rats, of course, are going to take over. I think there was a movie called Ben where, anyhow, I think one of those rats is in my backyard because this rat, I think it's the same rat that got out of the trap. I think he knows where the glue trap puts. You sprinkle dirt. If you kick up some dirt on the. Oh, it was a rat. I think it's a smart rat that is coming to get me in the middle of the night. Linda says she didn't know they climb trees. Neither did I! I know! I didn't know they climbed trees. And I had the most freaky. This is gonna scare you. Well, it scared me. It might not scare you. You might just think I'm weird. But when I went over the weekend, I think it was Friday night, I went to the store about 9 o'clock at night. And first there was like, it was a weird night where there was like helicopters and sirens and police cars, and I felt like, what is going on? It felt like we're in like a war zone. It was so noisy, and like police cars all over and helicopters, and I was like, oh my god. So and then I drove, and there was this weird traffic and like roadblocks and stuff. So I finally get to the store, and there is a man in the parking lot, like something out of American Horror Story. He's like lying on the ground, like laughing and crying and screaming and laughing and crying all at the same time, like rolling on the road in the parking lot. And I was like, oh my god, are you okay? and he seems like he's on drugs or something. And I'm like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Even though I was afraid he might jump up and try and eat my face, I still wanted to check to make sure, did he need help? Was he okay? And then he just stopped, and he's like, he looked at me, and he's like, And then he got up, and he walked in the store. And I was like, okay. And so I continued into the store, and I went in, and I was like, and the guy's just shopping, but he's like shopping like a zombie, like he's like, brains, like a zombie shopping in the store, like a glazed over, just walking, not saying anything, and he just like looking like a robot shopping. I'm like, okay, that's really weird. And then, and Linda says, damn demons. Linda, he wasn't the demon. The demon was 3 little kids, like this high, up to my shoulder, these 3 little boys. Must have been 12 years old, by themselves, no parents. And yeah, I don't know if anyone has ever gotten like a psychic flash where you could feel somebody's aura and what they were thinking, and you knew, like, these little kids came up, and first, I always like to be helpful, so all of a sudden these 3 little boys come up to me, and I'm in the store, and they're like, he grabbed some pepper. He grabbed some pepper that's like right on the sides on like a rack. He's like, oh, ma'am, what is this? What is this? Can I eat this? Is this food? And he starts talking really fast, asking me all kinds of questions about pepper, and like weird, silly, obvious questions. Like, oh, like, but asking all kinds of questions and trying to distract me. Like, he's like, oh, can I eat this? And it was the big balls of pepper, like unground pepper, you know, peppercorns. And he's like, he's opening it up, and he's like shaking it, like, oh, is this candy? Can I eat it? Huh? I'm like, no, it's pepper. Don't you know what pepper is? He's like, no, I'm from Holland. And he's saying he's from Holland, but he has no accent, and he makes up a made-up name of a city. I'm from blah. He's like, have you ever heard of blah, 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 Holland? I'm like, that's not a real town. And there's the other 2 kids, and they're like, oh, yeah, pepper. And the littlest one, and these kids were little, I noticed as this guy is trying to talk to me and keep me distracted so I'm not paying attention, the little one was coming all up along the side like it was like Oliver Twist. They were trying to distract me. They were going to rob me. The little kid was trying to rob me, and I was holding my bag, and I was like, yes, but they were like, I had a flash as he was talking to me, and see the little kid, I had a flash of premonition. These kids were like, they're starting, they were bad. I got really, like a chill went through me. I got completely creeped out because they weren't just brats or obnoxious or self-centered. They were like, it was like Hitler's children. They were evil, they were bad, and they were looking for victims, and they were just starting. They were like testing and learning how to be. It's like I got a flash of like 2 years from now, these kids will be murdering people, and it creeped me out because they were little kids, and you don't think of little kids as being bad or evil. So I looked at them, and the one's talking to me, and the other's coming up the side, and I moved over towards the wall, and I could see they were trying to circle me, like really weird. And the one kept like talking like a mile a minute, trying to ask me questions, like, and the other one was trying to like put pepper in his pocket, like he was gonna steal pepper, like 12-year-olds care about pepper, and I was like, you guys are. Hey, can you stop that? Oh my God. It's a guy you hear that? Just honking outside of my window. Like, just So I saw I said to the little kids, I'm like, oh, you guys are funny. And I just like scooted out of there, and I can see them moving on, looking for another victim. And I'm like, what do you say? Do you go up and say, oh, those little kids are bad? Nobody's going to believe you. I'd look like a crazy person, like, oh, those little kids are evil. I got a psychic sense that they're evil. But they were. I was right, but I couldn't even say anything because no matter what I say, it was going to sound like I'm a weirdo. They were little kids, and they looked like sweet little innocent kids. I think I like Laura, you were talking about like demons. I thought the creepy demon was the guy rolling around screaming and giggling. I think the little kids were the demons. The guy was just like, I don't know what he was, and he was walking around and he was like, but those three little kids would they would kill that guy. I could feel it. They would kill him and they would film it. No, he wasn't with them. He was just on his own planet. He was probably on drugs or something. Oh, Sam says, watch out for rats. There was a tortoise who was hibernating in the ground, and rats got in and ate his feet off while he was hibernating. Sam says, psychic flash, that's mumbo jumbo. It's called common sense or experience. Well, I have to say, I have no common sense or experience, Sam. So there, that proves that theory wrong. It was a psychic flash. I could feel their aura. I could feel their evil. Like I had a peek into their brain, and it was black and dark and full of bad thoughts. Evil little kids. They were like children of the corn. They were like children of the corn. And I got scared. I'm like, oh my God. What is going to happen to our future if the little kids are turning into children of the corn? Who's going to save the planet? David Jones says I should have said, those children are bothering me. Should have been enough to get this. No, because the little kids would be like, what? We're from Holland. We don't know anything. We just wanted help. They were playing. So, but I was freaked out for like 2 days. I'm like, there's evil children. Yes, because there's enough horrible negative things going on. And it's all on TV. All the craziness that's on TV all around the world. I mean, think about it. How is that affecting young, developing minds? Minds that are growing up without any sense of empathy or compassion or feelings. You know, that's why you hear stories about, you know, teenagers abusing other teenagers, beating them up, raping them, fighting them, and filming it and putting it on the internet and laughing about it. And like little kids doing horrible things and filming it. They're being exposed to all this horribleness, and they're like growing up without empathy or compassion, or like children of the corn. Lord of the Flies. Exactly, David Jones. And you know, you think of little kids as sweet and innocent. What if they're bad? What if they're bad? Bad seed. Oh, it's really loud. Hang on. It's like Grand Central Station today. FedEx truck just went zooming down the wrong way on a one-way. Thanks, FedEx. Your package is on time, but you're not driving safe. Yeah, there's movies. The Demon Seed. What's that movie? Damien? Yeah! The Bad Seed. Alright, it is crazy noisy here today. Oh, The Omen. That's what it was. Demon Seed, The Omen. Yes, in The Omen, the little kid was 5. He's like 5 riding his tricycle and trying to kill people. And everyone's like, oh, poor Damien. Hello, Philip and Sam. Senior Ruka says, I love you. Whoa, thank you. I love you too. Welcome, Senior Ruka. Nice to meet you. For anyone who's new, my name's Lorielle New, and if you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, loriellenew.com. And if you're not already following me on Twitter, please do. That's where I put updates and schedule changes. Lorielle New on Twitter, just my name. Thank you so much, Senor. Too much Hollywood, no. The world has been a little crazy this past week. The most horrible thing I read about, you guys, did you read about, I tweeted about it, bumblebee tuna. Cooked a coworker. No, I tweeted about it. Bumblebee tuna plant, they have these giant ovens, and one worker, giant ovens that they load in, massive cans of tuna. One worker was in doing some sort of maintenance. The oven was supposed to be off. I don't know if they don't put a sign up that says out of order, working. I don't know. One guy was inside. Other guys loaded up a whole bunch of cases of tuna, like thousands of pounds of tuna. Apparently they put the entire cans in. They just take the forklift and they drive in packs all the cans and plop them down there and cook it. It's how they sterilize it. In the can, they cook it for 2 hours at 270 degrees in these giant pressure cooker ovens. Except they put the stuff in, locked the door, there was a guy inside! And I can only imagine he was making some noise and screaming, yelling, hitting the walls, because you don't get cooked quickly. That's got to be the most horrific thing I can think of. No one checked, no one heard him. Anyhow, it's not till later when they're unloading, hours later, somebody finds the cooked body of the coworker. And yeah, I guess the DA has actually filed manslaughter charges because of the gross negligence involved in this. This is just Senor Ruka. Yes, Senor Ruka. Oh wait, how do we? Thank you. Hi, Chara Bartowski. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So, okay. Sorry about that. I was just blocking some people. Oh, good. That's good. Well, Wing Doggy, nothing has changed from my end. I'm still having to like sign on the other way. Nothing at all has changed. So I don't know. I still don't know what happened, but okay. All right. All right, so I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome. Thank you for coming to see me. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Starr and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and LaCram and Marcel and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimis and Sam and St. Clinton and Philip. Thank you for checking in. You guys are awesome. And Wing Doggy and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover. Kisses for everyone. I love you. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow at 5:15 Los Angeles time. Woohoo! I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.